Hey guys, J77 here doing another movie review, and this one is a film that I saw on satellite TV. It's a film called Get The Gringo, starring Mel Gibson. It is a film that was not released in theaters, and I'll get to that in as the review comes on. But it was released in theaters in UK, Australia, other countries. But in the United States, it was released on DirecTV and video on demand. This film pretty much stars Mel Gibson as the Greco, who has been arrested by the border police in Mexico after trying to escape the border police from the United States. He was also fleeing from a crime boss whose money he had got stolen from, and the only way to escape them was to go to the border. He ends up getting caught by a couple of corrupt border patrolmen, took his money and put him in a prison where, if you look at it, it was more like a town, you just couldn't get out. There he finds he has to learn very, very quickly to adapt to his new environment, to learn the trick of the trades, and by doing that he is mindful, he keeps an eye on things, as well as befriending a 10-year-old boy who has his own issues he has to be dealing with. This 10-year-old boy is known as the Watcher in this movie because he sees a lot of things that the other people may have missed. In this situation, in this scene, he noticed that Mel Gibson had torched a building to get a hold of some money, and upon doing so, they end up not becoming enemies, but actually becoming friends because of similar situation that the boy has. And that has something to do with the fact that one of the people who is running the prison has some liver problems, and he so happens to be the only person compatible to this person who's running the jail. In essence, it becomes pretty much a survival for both parties. Mel Gibson, who is trying to survive not only his new environment, but surviving the mob crime boss who wants his money back and is willing to kill anyone to get his money. And to do that, he needs to play his cards right, divide and conquer not only people within the prison, but the people outside the prison. At the same time, he is finding himself trying to protect the boy and his mother from the hostile stuff that's happening towards them, as well as the stuff around them. I'm not going to get too much in the ending of this movie, but needed to say that it is worth watching, because the ending really is something that you really want to follow through to the very, very end. I might as well just tell you this right now. This is a film, and it should have been in theaters. This should have been a release in the United States. It's not in limited edition or pretty much in an art house form, because this is a very, very, very good movie. I was deeply surprised at how well done this movie was. The characters were interesting. I really wanted to know more about Greco, who's the Gringo, because keep in mind, I don't even know who his real name is. They never really told his real name. He kept giving different names, different aliases. That's why he was called the Gringo, because he never really gave the name. His fingerprints were pretty much non-existent. I think because one of the guys said he burned his fingerprints. And his character and how he went about survival is very, very, very intriguing, and that would really help the film a lot. It also helped the fact that the character's interaction with him and the boy was fantastic. You know why they do what they're doing. You know why you know their motivation, and yet you really want to see how they will handle the situation that was being thrown to them. It was really well done. The pacing was fine. I have no problem with the pacing. Pacing was an afterthought because something was always happening, and the scenes were calculated just right for that moment. So I really had no problem with the pacing at all. Like I said, this film was a really, really well done film. And Mel Gibson, despite what you may think of him as a real life person, what your gripe is about him, and I'm not excusing all the stuff he has done in the past, you can't deny he's a great actor, and this film pretty much cemented that he is truly a great actor, if given the right roles, and if he's able to keep his head across. I like to see him in more films like this. I really, really do. As like I said, it's a shame of that this film was not released. It's understandable why, because he had pretty much burned a lot of bridges in Hollywood, and not many people are feeling him right now in terms of his movies because of his past antics. However, this doesn't. I'm not going to say that this to move away from this film because of what he did. I'm going to let that guys be up to you. But for me, I was glad I saw this film. This film was very, very good. I really did enjoy this movie a lot. I really did enjoy the performances of these characters. All the performances were well done, right down to even the smaller roles was well handled. For those who love action, you're not going to be disappointed. This has a lot of action. Trust me, you're gonna be on the edge of the seat with the action scenes in this film. It's very, very well done. And as far as the direction, I thought the director did a tremendous job of maintaining focus throughout this whole entire film. This film could have easily fell apart at any part of the act, and it didn't. It stayed focused, so I was very, very happy with that. Again, my only gripe is I wish this film was in theaters, because I think people should have taken a look at it and say, wow, this was a great film. Unfortunately, it never came out in theaters in the United States. It was on DirecTV. It was on video on demand. I think you can still get it on video on demand. I know it's going to be out on DVD this coming month, I believe July 13th. So if you guys get a chance, you can actually rent it, see it for yourself, and give your own take on the film. But for what it's worth, I definitely will give it a 3.5 stars. It's definitely one of those better films. Probably one of the best Mel Gibson film I've seen him be in a very, very long time. I know that he has had his ups and downs, but in terms of his filmmaking abilities and his acting abilities, yeah, this is one of his better films. Again, that's pretty much all I got to say about it. I'm not gonna give too much in the film, because this is a film that I believe serves better justice for people to actually see the film. But if you do see the film, I feel that you guys will not be upset by it. This is a film that you come to expect from Mel Gibson, and for what it's worth, it's definitely one of his better films. So 3.5 stars is definitely a worth check out. If anything else, rent it for DVD and see for yourself. But it's really up to you guys. If you have seen this film, tell me why you liked it or didn't like it, and leave it on the comment section. I'd like to know what your feelings on that. But until then, this is J77 saying take care and be safe.